like maybe all that, you know, sometimes people go through a lot of childhood trauma. They don't even realize they did, because people don't want to say trauma because it sounds like so horrible, but the shit is really horrible. It doesn't, whatever level that it's on is horrible. If it makes you feel bad, if it makes you feel sad, if it makes you feel like anything outside of love.
No discipline, punishment, or correction. It's pleasant while you're going through it. But if you allow it, it will yield a peaceable fruit of knowledge, righteousness, and whatever else that scriptures say. But that's biblical. So instead of putting things that are unpleasant in a perspective of right and wrong, good and bad, because that's what caused us to suppress shit. We put it in the perspectives of right and wrong, good and bad. If this was good, then we feel like, oh yeah, we can keep this at the forefront of our thoughts. But if this was bad, we're going to suppress it, which means we trying to forget about it, not even think about it no more. If this was right, we can keep it at the forefront. If this was wrong, we're going to suppress it. Not realizing that it's a lesson in the right and it's a lesson in the wrong. You need to keep both of them level so that you can see the lesson in both of them, and then you can be even Steven, you feel me? But people can't do that when their perspective is right and wrong, good and bad, and then they don't realize that in viewing life from this paradigm, I in turn reciprocate the shit that I hated onto other people. So the things that was projected onto me that I hated, I now reciprocate those, reverberate those same energies and actions towards other people. It might not be very, like, this how we do it too. We also manipulate it so it's not very identical. It's not the exact same thing that happened to us. Now realizing that no matter how you dress a pig up, that motherfucker's still a pig. With all the aprons and costumes and shit, that one run around looking like a French maid if you want to. It's still a pig. And they can slice that side and get bacon off that junk. So, I mean, really, we all need to look at all our shit. And realize
you gotta go back.
Yeah.
You gotta go back. You can't. You have to go. You have to. If you want to
grow,
you gotta go back.
You got to. You can't go forward without going back.
Exactly. You can't move on till you go back.
What's his name?
Dr. Kaba Hiawatha said about going back. Man, I can't even remember what he said, bro. It's crazy. But like, it's important to go back. You can't, basically what he was saying though is like, you can't, he emphasized like you can't, and Dr. Tony Browder, you can't go forward without going back, bro. And then how you gonna go forward without going back? You gotta first go back and find out where you fell off at. If you don't know where you fell off at, then how you gonna know what to do to get back on track? You gotta go back, find out where you fell off at, and then fix that. You know what I'm saying? Get back the way you was on top. This is when I was on top right here. This is where I fell off at. Let's fix that right there so I don't fall off no more. You don't gotta go back and fix it, meaning when you see that shit present itself in today's life, make the adjustment. Don't fall victim to that shit. Feel me? Overcome it because you know you can and you know you're supposed to anyway. Now you have learned the lesson, therefore you will no longer be in a position of being fucked up, being stuck in a amnesia. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's probably why last night I experienced, I got mad because somebody referred to me as, and it was a constant thing. Y'all light-skinned women this and y'all light-skinned women that. And it pissed me off so bad. It could have been a good thing or a bad thing, but he was just kept saying that, like, light-skinned women. I'm sitting next to my brown-skinned cousin, not knowing how, not even really thinking that she would be thinking anything, but she could. Like, you never know. But it wasn't even that. He just kept saying it, so I finally had to say something like, why do you keep, like, I don't like that. Why do you keep saying light skin? I said, I'm a black woman. That's what I know. That's it. And then me and my cousin got to talking about how growing up, I heard it a lot. How yellow this, you know, and then it makes me think, like, maybe that's why I always said, like, I wish my skin was a little bit darker. Because I've said that.
Man, it's because you heard the opposite. So it's like,
I just got mad last night. And
that whole terminology of high yellow or light skin is separation. That shit is not. It's not. Although it's thrown out, right? In certain calibers, it's thrown out as like a badge of honor. Because you light skinned, I mean, you could be around, lack of a better term, you could be around Europeans. You can blend in and mesh with the European. They literally used to tell women like, oh you high yellow with the good hair, you'll fit in, you alright. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make it. Oh, that just gives me ground.
Who wants to hear that all the time?
But that's the real perspective.
I don't like it. I don't want anybody to think that I think that I'm better because my skin is lighter, or, you know, I don't like that. I don't like it. That bothers me a lot.
It's crazy because I was watching this little documentary type joint, and it was in London though, and it was talking to the people, and the people was like, yo, to be called colored. It was like, what you mean? It was like, when you black, they call you black. When you white, they call you white. Man, you know what I'm saying? But when you in the middle, they call you colored. And to be colored, like, you're not accepted, like the blacks don't accept you and the whites don't accept you. So you just like all in a class all by yourself. Mm-hmm. It's separation. The whole shit is a practice of separation because it's a segmenting of peoples. And not realizing like, yo, we the same people just because our complexion is different. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. What's his name? Dr. Jose Pigmentocracy. Pigmentocracy. That's the first time I heard that shit. Pigmentocracy. Mm-hmm. Where it's based on the color. It's based on your color. What color you look like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not based on your skills, your merit. The merit is complexion. And that's the only thing that puts you above or beneath somebody. So it's just the nature of things. We lost in that shit.
I didn't even know why I got so mad though.
Probably.
And I had to sit back and think. I was like, yo, I'm so mad about this. And she was like, you don't remember.
If you feel like you black, and then you acknowledge that your whole life people have not been accepting you as what you've been walking around believing to yourself your whole life, that shit is enough to make you mad.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like, you denying me. Like, you telling me to my face I'm not who I am.
Yeah, I don't like it.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't like it.
I am who I am, and you can't tell me I'm nothing different. I don't give a fuck what I look like, what
so
extra.
crazy you just now said that, because guess what? Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you good.
I just wrote up here. Never let anyone make you feel or tell you that you are anything less than who you know you are.
Feel me? And that's all that matters. As long as you know. That's what people need right there. People need to get confident in knowing who they know they are. And then not give a fuck about what nobody else feel about or say about who they think you is, who you think I am ain't got shit to do with who I know I am. You can think I'm shit, and I can know that I am greater. So while you thinking and feeling whatever you thinking and feeling, I'm good. I'm good. It's like the black person. You got the black person, right? You got the dark brown skinned person talking to the brown skinned person. Like, bro, you ain't brown. Like you ain't like you ain't black, bro. Like you like pecan tan. You know what I'm saying? Pecan tan. We got so many breakdowns to disseminate or split up Africanity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you pecan tan, or you peanut butter, or you chocolate, or you milk chocolate, you dark chocolate, you red bone, highlight, light bright, light skin, you feel me? High yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit. Oh, you glowworm, you feel me? That means you still black. You just so bright, you glow at night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you call a nigga a glowworm and shit. It's just crazy shit, you know. You can come up with anything to designate a person's position using color. And that's the name of the game. Designate somebody's position for the purpose of, through color, for the purpose of placement, of course, putting people in their proper status level. The lighter you get, the better you are statistically. And so then you get the hatred. You get the hatred of the peoples because you lighter than me. So I know I'm looking at it like low key, slow key, low key. You got easy street just like a European guy. Because you lighter. You gonna walk in there and they gonna give you the job. And it's facts. That's how this system is. You look at TV right now. You probably got one out of all the Africoid peoples on news networks. One of them probably dark skinned, if that. But the rest of them is pecan tan on up there and then red bone. You feel me? High yellow. You know what I'm saying? They want to see your shape, your figure, your look, your feminine power, your all that shit. But they still want you to be closely albinoid. You feel me? We can deal with that. It's a projection, and everybody's stuck in it. Everybody's stuck in it, and they shouldn't be stuck in it because it's totally unnecessary. Real talk. It really is. We all the same. We all the light-skinned person. The light-skinned person got hung, beat, and raped, just like the dark-skinned person. The light-skinned person was the lady was light-skinned who married the white man in Virginia, and they still ain't want them to be married because even though she was high yellow, they knew she was not 100% European.
How much percentage of black do you think I have in me?
A lot.
I can't wait to get these.
A lot. Complexion doesn't.
I cannot wait.
Complexion doesn't define one's genetic history. Why? Because you got albinos. You got albinos with blonde and red and orange hair, just like mine. It's just a bright color. They have a melanin deficiency. That's all it is. You feel me? You know what I mean? So a person can be pale, looking like powder. You know what I'm saying? And still come back having a high level of Africanity in their genetic makeup. This is what it is. Then you got, genetically, Everybody started. If you look at the various forms of mankind, all of the original forms, the four major categories, because each category has like branches off of it, but the four major categories is all found in Africa, because the first three is found in Africa, and the first three ain't found nowhere else. And then you get the Homo sapien, and the Neanderthal, and then the Homo sapien. But the Homo sapien and the Homo sapien, because the Neanderthal died out. The Homo sapien, that's us today. Left Africa first and then started branching out to other countries, other places, other nations. Then got caught up behind the ice wall during the Warmian Ice Age. Or not the Warmian Ice Age. Yeah, during the Warmian Ice Age, I think it opened up a way for them to get in there, and they got caught behind that jump. And over time, through genetics and DNA and how this body works and how, you know what I'm saying, this natural organism works in order to survive, they became European albinoid, feel me, straight hair, alkaline nose, narrow lips. These things were evolutions to survive in the climate. Then they came down, was living savagely, you living in caves and whatever, you know, to stay out of the cold of the snow. So when the snow melts and you start to come out of that shit, you kind of got like an animalistic, savage mentality. And now animals can't, it's like a wolf don't see a gray wolf don't see a black wolf as being a wolf, because wolves travel in packs. So if you're not a part of my pack, a group of three groups of gray wolves will attack each other if they are in separate packs. Just because they're gray wolves don't mean shit. You feel me? We not fucking with each other. We not around each other because we all the same wolf. Because if you ain't a part of this pack, this clan, this whatever, then you are subject to getting attacked. But that is the Eurocentric perspective. It is an animalistic, primal perspective in nature. Its origin is animalistic. There's so much history that proves how animalistic it is, but they don't want you to be able to hear that. What they want you to hear is that on front page news, the African man, the Africoid, the indigenous or aboriginal man was out here robbing some shit or raping some shit. And then big drug bust, major bricks was confiscated in this dude's house. They want that on the front page news. But when the kid gets some kind of praise, you gotta go to the sports page, section D, you feel me, of the newspaper. They put them in alphabetical order. You gotta go to section D to get sports, you feel me, so that you can read about the accolades of the African, the Africoid, indigenous, aboriginal individual. That's sad, bro. Or you gotta go to the entertainment section, you feel me, and see what they did on TV or in music, you know what I'm saying, movies or something like that. It just can't be no regular on the front page news. 6 black men all started school together and all graduated with master's degrees together. Why can't that be front page news? Because that tell you better. And I don't want you to ever feel like you better. And I don't want you to ever see anybody that kind of look like you as being better. Because then you might get ideas that you could be better. Better is not in your equation. Just be black. That's all you get. It's sad though. Because now that rubs off on us, and we project that towards each other.
Yeah.
And the crazy shit is, people secretly want to be dark skinned. So many people secretly want to be dark skinned. They want to be highly melanated like a motherfucker. So many people really want it. Oh man, I wish I was as dark as you. No, you don't. You do the stigma that we really got, you really wouldn't wish you was dark as me. The reason you wish you was dark as me, because you know the darker you are, the more the European fears you. I can walk down the street like fuck you in a neighborhood of Europeans, and well, nobody will say shit to me because I'm dark as hell, and I got locks. Please say something to me, please. Let me ruin your day because you already scared me. The closer I get to being as black as that chair you sitting in, the more fear I command just by being alive and being that dark. Such is the nature of the Eurocentric paradigm. Real talk. So they want the reverse. They want the reverse. They want you to feel like you less than, they worse, they better. And the crazy shit is, we so intermingled right now. We so intermingled right now that the large majority of Europeans have no problem with whatever you look like. It's the ones that still set in their ways, because the young ones, a lot of the young ones is like, bro, I had too many friends that's black. Like I had black dudes save me from getting jumped. You really think I don't like black people? Like crazy. You got people who, you got Europeans being raised right in the same hood, and the same shit been going on since the beginning, since before slavery, since when the European came over here. They was living on equal terms with the indigenous people. But how you look, having somebody who look like a European be treated equal with somebody who don't look like a European, it sends a signal of we are equal, and that throws off the supremacy paradigm. Can't be no equality, separate and not equal. But why did you, when you thought about that, you said you remembered, you was like it was your whole life. What was they comparing you to? I mean, like what was some of the things? Was it just other names for being a lighter black person? Or was it other ethnicities also? What kind of?
Half-breed. Half-breed, what else? Half-breed. High yellow. I blocked a lot of it out. But ethnicity. Yeah.
I would have you know.
What?
I would have you know I put on Gracie. And your daughter, as I walked out, waved at me. Like,
So listen. Do you realize that the last time we did a video, we didn't have Ocean? Since the last time we done a video, we had Baby. We had grown a lot.
Inward, a lot more inward growth than outward, but yeah, a lot of inward growth. No,
I was just sitting here thinking about that. Like,
I mean, I think about that a lot. I really do. Because
I don't think we were doing all, we didn't look into like past life, like we didn't do all that then. We started doing the meditating.
We looked into past lives. A lot of the things that we doing right now, we started into but didn't keep them going. And now it's like things are more clear in those regards, in those areas. So, because of the inner freedoms, just being, I don't know, that inner growth though, that shit is so much. That's the best part, like, to me. Like all the difference from one point to another point. I don't think I would want to be the person that I was before the last time was recording. Before, I wouldn't want to be that person with here now. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fears. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fears. So, damn sure ain't want to, like, I don't want to project none of that shit. Especially I know, as much as I know about the shit that we subconsciously hold on to and then project, man, I don't want her growing up with none of those hang-ups that I had. Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's still fresh.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to